you guys hear me better? I got a new mic because my old one died. Okay, a lot to go through. Today is gonna be a productive day. I have so much to share with you guys, but I'm just gonna do it when I have a little bit more free time. So first things first, I'm just gonna pack my gym bag. So honestly, I don't need this whole thing. I'm gonna reduce it to just this Lululemon bag here. Especially for leg days, the necessities are wallet, keychain, lock. Obviously cannot forget our earphones. Not really a necessity, but always appreciated. Lip gloss. And my resistance band. Ooh. Of course, my water bottle with some pre-workout. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna pack for today, especially for this specific glute day. I'm just doing the basics, focusing on slower movements, moving with intention, making sure I focus on time under tension. My gains have been gaining. I love it. I feel motivated. I feel inspired to make some major changes today. I'll tell you guys the tea later. Right now, I do want to get to the gym. I have an appointment later at 12 and I don't want to be late. So come with me to the gym. Okay, I recently started getting back into glute activation exercises. I do donkey kicks. I do 5 sets of 10 reps per leg, and I don't take any rest breaks. And then once that's done, this one is super killer. I do 100 hip bridges. So the way I do it is 10 sets of 10 reps, and I try to take less than 30 seconds of a break just so that I'm really targeting my glutes. I find that the slower I go, the more I focus on pushing with my knees, the better the burn and the more glute activation, which in turn keeps my muscles under tension, which helps with the growth. It takes me about maybe 5 to 10 minutes to do my glute activation exercise. This is a lot longer than I would like. However, I feel like this activation is probably the workout. I swear, I started doing this consistently for 2 weeks now, and I have noticed a huge difference in my glutes, the overall shape, and I can feel it in my glutes more than my quads whenever I start doing exercises. So it is now a staple for me. My squats have not been moving. If anything, I have been decreasing my weight because I am focusing on getting the full range of motion. That's kind of been the game that I've been playing these last few weeks. I would love to continue to lift heavy. However, I don't want to compromise my form at all, especially when it comes to deadlifts or squats. Similar to squats, the deadlifts have been kind of lacking when it comes to my strength. I love deadlifts. They are very complicated because the risk of injury is quite high if you're not careful. So I find that I really had to focus when I'm doing these. Also, I had to continue training my grip, which is another different story. But I love sumo deadlifts. They're so fun. They make me feel so powerful. I mentioned this last week, but I've kind of been obsessed with RDLs again. It's literally a deadlift, just in a different form. But what I try and focus on is pushing the ground away from me and focusing on keeping my back straight and my arms stiff. I think what I was doing wrong previously when I was doing RDLs, I was using my arms instead of my back and my glutes. If you notice my butt from the back, it gets really ugly when you squeeze it, that's basically what you want to aim for, because that means you are putting it to work. Now that I have practiced my form and technique a little more, it makes a huge difference. So if you find you can't lift as heavy, it's 100% okay to lift light, but focus on form and technique, because it really makes a difference. My glutes have been growing, which is so exciting. My glutes look so cute. And for the hip thrust, yes, I'm continuing to work my way up. My main thing right now is to focus on the form and making sure I go all the way up whenever I thrust. The glute activation helps a lot because I like to think of that same motion of thrusting all the way up. I like to think of it as me pushing a button with my hips. I don't know why, but it actually works. It does wonders, and I can feel a huge difference in my glutes. Literally, I've been doing full range of motion in my hip thrust, and every leg day, my glutes have been sore. So, I mean, soreness doesn't correlate to getting bigger muscles, but I mean, I like to think of it that way. Of course, I am foam rolling the heck out of my muscles, because when you foam roll, when you stretch out your muscle, you give it more space to grow. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm just foam rolling her, making sure that I can get in there so that she isn't sore the next day, but also hopefully I can also grow her really big. So I have decided that I wanted to go back into my hot girl summer walking routine. It has been a little bit tricky because the summer here in Canada is disgusting. It is humid and we have bad air quality due to the wildfires in Alberta and BC and everywhere in Ontario as well. It feels so nice to finally get back into walking.
Welcome to our meditation chat, Tranquility. In this guided meditation practice,
I don't know if I showed you guys my singing bowl, but I bought a singing bowl a couple months ago actually, and I haven't been using it that often. Meditation has always grounded me. It made me feel like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders. It just felt so good, and I missed feeling that way. It made me feel like I was realigning again, and that's a very, very special feeling. Just feeling realigned again is probably the main reason why I want to get back into it. This book that I've been taking ages to read, which is called 101 Essays That Will Change the Way You Think. I started reading this again yesterday night. So I read this chapter called 12 Signs The Only Problem With Your Life Is That You Think About It More Than You Live It. It called me out quite a bit. This book is great for someone who wants to become more self-aware, for someone who wants to be more grateful and be more present in life. There are some harsh truths to this book, which I appreciate because it always makes me feel inspired to continue being more self-aware and to continue taking action. So the very first point that she mentioned was something that I wanted to take into consideration, That's something that I really thought about and I want to start applying to my life. Your goals are perfect outcomes, not perfect actions. You're more in love with ideas than you are with work and processes required to make them reality. When you dream up your perfect life, you think about how you're seen rather than what your daily tasks include. Listen, I am a huge talker. I'm always saying that I want to manifest. I create vision boards every year. I do meditations when I can. I do gratitude meditation so I can continue to attract what I desire. One thing I always forget to remind myself, the outcome that I'm looking for isn't found randomly. You definitely have to work for it. I need to change my daily tasks to someone who has earned them. I have to recognize that my daily routines, my daily habits help me reach that goal. Every single decision I make will help me reach that outcome. I need to sit down, reflect, and really think about what that future version of myself, what they did to get to where they are, because I need to be taking those exact same steps. Okay, well, what would she do in order to be there or become that person? Pick up new habits and change the way I think. So anyways, going back to the whole meditation thing, I got this because I wanted to become more serious in my meditations. Ironically, I fell back on it, but I'm back again. The great thing about life is that you can always pick yourself back up when things get hectic. I don't usually do this in my videos. I think it would be fun. So what I would recommend do right now is just focus on the sound and the vibrations. Obviously, it's a little bit difficult because I'm on the camera, I'm not here with you in real life. Just try and listen as best as you can and focus on the different frequencies and waves that you can hopefully hear through the audio. So for my rose quartz, I am setting the intention of being grateful for my self-love journey and how far I've come. For this thing, I can't remember what it is, but I think it represents courage and protection. Courage to continue fighting the battle of the everyday human experience and protection against bad experiences. My intentions today with this green rock, every experience, good or bad, will always bring me to the right place. Every challenge, every achievement has brought me here today. And for this little rock, my intention here is to continue expressing myself, continue to let my creativity flow, not care what anyone else thinks.